Welcome. CBC Radio 2, 9 o'clock in Ontario, 130 Newfoundland Station, 45 FM. Now, we've had requests to do another movie that started off the franchise of Friday the 13th. And that movie, we're going to hear tonight, Friday the 13th, the first movie that was ever created, the 1980 cinema classic that brought Friday the 13th into the mix. This movie had to rent to give it a full review, and people said when they saw our movie, our audio movies of all the movies that we broadcast so far, movies that we were gonna review, they told us they loved audio CD and they wanted to get some audio CDs that we recorded of the movies, so they want to hear them over and over again. But now, as we track down the list, our horror movies have topped other movies on CBC television. We got 50-50 share of all the people, everything that happened in the old times. And now as we come down the list, we're gonna lay down some facts that we have late night. We also have a late night newscast every night. And the movies just to get you through the work night, and we'll have a great time. Now, as we chart down the list, people must wonder what goes into like our mishmash of movies and stuff. We get requests from people that have dropped in, have us lines, or have phoned in to know that what movies we have in our stock footage. And that's pretty nice. And as we still have so yesterday in sports, Toronto finished off preseason with a 4-2 win over Detroit, and the over 20 women's hockey Charlotte Lakers team will play on the 6th against Guelph against the Guelph team at 8 o'clock at the Charlotte Arena. And I hope you updated on those scores and stats. This will start Thursday night at 7 o'clock on CBC television against Montreal, and then they stay at home till Saturday when they face against the Ottawa Senators. Now, with NHL games played they'll be starting some teams will start playing in Czech Republic, Finland, Stockholm, every place that's in the world for international I think of an IHL, International Hockey League franchise. The men, as you know, they will not play during the regular season. They'll play during the Olympics for the men. The women have struck a deal with lots of other people that have auditioned that want to play for Team Canada's women's hockey team, and are still given salaries to play in the Olympics at Blue Mountain, like always. When Blue Mountain hits, we'll update all the scores and medal standings. Yeah. So that's good. After this movie is over, we will have the international. If the movie finishes before like our late night jazz and blues, we'll have like a short news break about international news that's happening in the world. As we looked at the list last night, it was great. We topped every radio stations and topped American broadcasts. As Canadian we stand, we have never got taken down by any corporation that thinks they own CBC. Radio 2 is usually music and movies, and sometimes news when news is on. People have the radio set to the dial, and they're getting us good confidence that their news is crystal clear and they can hear what we're really saying on the radio. Now, as we track down our old list too, we had a lot of requests to do a movie that continues to go with horror. So week Friday the 13th, and tomorrow we will be reviewing Jason X, 10th Friday the 13th for favorites Jason, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it as much as we did. And I had to go to a rental store and find out where Friday the 13th would be. And luck would have it, I went to Blockbuster, and Blockbuster had the game. And I will keep updated on the scores when I get back from Toronto. I'm off from Toronto for 2 weeks, so we will regroup then. And after a few years before this newscast ever came on to do movie stuff, CBC Radio 2, before it was even formed, bought a site called CBC Radio 2 Broadcast. It was a fake YouTube. It was kind of like YouTube. It was a thing, but they tricked CBC Radio 2 into thinking they landed back at the CBC Radio 2 broadcast site. But what they saw was a house that a little radio station had been torn down, and people at Viacom tricked CBC Radio 2 into thinking they landed back at the CBC Radio 2 site. But what they saw was an old torn down radio station that had been renovated. It was a radio station that had been locked up for years. It used to be CBC Radio 3's broadcast station. But as the time went on, CBC Radio 3 went bankrupt and filed, and every sign they saw on the thing said condemned, and said this radio station is no longer available. CBC Radio 3, they felt threatened that Viacom tricked them into buying the old CBC Radio 3 building to their broadcasts. When CBC they saw so much, they saw a wreckage of wreckage inside. Everything had been shut down for years and had never been used. So what they sued one of the users that tricked them into one of the Viacom users that tricked them into thinking they bought a great radio station. So and they sued Viacom. They won huge cash settlements, and that's the way they started out when CBC Radio 2 just started out. And then they tore down that station, and they bought the station. They tore it down, and they had the new station built on that site. Because they tricked them. They think they bought one because the sign on the line said for sale. And Viacom tricked them, thinking they landed a huge settlement with a radio station that was not gonna be torn down. They put good words on them. They put, this radio station is great. It's for sale. You can fix it up every time you go. So when Viacom does a thing, do not trust them. They might sell you a fake radio station that has been condemned and is no longer in service. When we had a power outage at our station, we had the generator going, and so we couldn't have it done. So what else happened? What happened with the game? We had to sue Viacom over this huge huge cash settlements, and people they felt threatened when they had that settlement settled, that they tricked them into thinking they land. Same thing with YouTube. Viacom, they tricked into people thinking they tricked them into thinking into a YouTube link with all the hackers on YouTube. If you look at the hacker video my Mozart did, you'll find hackers using the scam on Facebook. They trick you into thinking they are the real. They are the real ones, that they're not hackers. But if you click on those links, and you think they're out there fooling you. So have a nice night, and good night, everybody.